There's a whole swish of excitement about football in the West African island nation that has shown us all around Africa what a small population in a country can actually do. They qualified for the men's competition, of course, last month, and now it's time for the ladies to deliver in their first ever Women's Africa Cup of Nations. The Blue Sharks coming here and looking to try and get their right results, having lost their opening clash against Ghana 2-0. Cameroon beating Mali 2-1 in their opening clash, which tells you that there's no time for nonsense. They've got to head into this second encounter from Group D and try and get the right result. A warm evening in Casablanca, but ideal conditions for a blockbuster between these two nations from West Africa. Bamako, a wonderful city, of course, and a vibrant capital of Mali. Will be buzzing as all young girls, all watching, are hoping that they can one day wear the colors of their nation. The same for Cabo Verde, Praia, and all of the fabulous, beautiful islands in Cabo Verde, all watching, of course, and hoping that they get the right result. Time now for the two national anthems. We'll take a closer look at the players chosen by their coaches for this second encounter in Group D. Such an exciting encounter here. Mali up against Cabo Verde in this second clash from Group D. Both teams itching to get a result. Cabo Verde debutants, their first ever WAFCON, 9th edition for Mali. And And a big clash here. Mali never qualified for the FIFA World Cup, ranked 85 in the world. 128 ranking for Cabo Verde. Let's have a look at the Mali lineup there in goal. We got Carrentão, Ousvas with Tennyson, Sissoko, Rokia, Sissoko, and Diani at the back. Three defenders, Tiara, Dembele, Saratu, and Kudom in the midfield. And Esata, Umu, and Niakate, who's the 19-year-old right winger, coached by Birama Konate, who's very familiar in the coaching circles in Mali, club level and also at national level. A more attacking format that's been chosen here by Birama Konate, who underlined the importance to get the victory and move on from the 2-1 loss against Cameroon. The officials today: Aminata Fuller of Sierra Leone, Nancy Kasitu of Zambia, Sakina Alpha of Nigeria, and Isa Kintoya Yunis, also of Nigeria, and Sakina Alpha of Niger. The two captains, Carrentão, the goalkeeper of this Mali team, and at the back, Varsinia Daluz, the 34-year-old Phoenix player, 23rd match playing for her country. Maria Rivet of Mauritania, and Brighton Chimene, Zimbabwe, are the VAR officials today. Let's have a look at the Cabo Verde team. Rodrigues Jacinta, the goalkeeper today, with Leonilde, Rodrigue and Lay, and Varsenia, who you just saw, the captain, Leia. Four defenders, Larissa, Olivier Kelly, and Evie Pereira coming back in following a suspension, having missed the Ghana game. Up front, we've got Van Moreira on the right side, Sandra Suarez of the London Bees, and Lorian Alfonso of Racing Power Portugal, and Silveria Nedio, who's been coaching the women's national team for a while now and has that fabulous Bola Pra Frente soccer school in Praia. Knows all about Cabo Verde football. Last moments before kickoff, the last adjustments, the pep talk, the preparations before we get down to the nitty-gritty business of moving on up. As the song goes, you want to get yourself the right results, you want to get yourself into that position where you can qualify. It would be a remarkable scenario for Cabo Verde if they can get a win. But Mali, plenty of experience coming into this. Sandra Suarez gets the ball rolling for Cabo Verde, playing in blue up against Mali in white. And the ball picked up by Rodrigue. Sends it deep. A little touch there by Suarez, but unable to flick it onto a teammate. Ball just rolls out, and it's going to be a throw-in for the debutants here at WAFCON 2026. There's the long throw down the line. Mali trying to pick up the pieces right through the middle. That's a decent ball there as they try and find a little bit of space. Running forward there, Umu will get herself into a good position, but the path has been blocked. Over on that far side. Mali with plenty of midfielders. They'll be working hard together. Great ball down that right side, and a chance to get the crossover, but cutting inside. There's the delivery, and the header coming from Lay. It has been picked up. It's good work at the back. They want to clear the danger. Cabo Verde achieve their goal. Missed kick there, collected by Lorian. Lorian losing possession, just 19 years of age. the Racing Power FC in Portugal. A lot of players in Cabo Verde's team based in Portugal. There's the long ball over the chop. Danger lurking. And quashed by two players from Cabo Verde. There's the long ball once again. Met comfortably by Coudon. 34 years of age now, Marine Coudon. And Lurian decides to just pass the ball back and calmly move forward. Ley gets the ball out to Varsenia, the captain. She'll be using Leia Vieira, and that will be a free kick there. A little bit of contact, and Mali collect possession over on that far side, and we'll try and whip something in. Birama Konate, and the head coach of this Mali team, was named the man who would take over the women's team for Mali in September 2025. Plenty of coaching experience at Real de Bamako, and different age groups within the Mali team system. Let's have a look at what's going to happen here. Free kick, set piece, time for Mali. Third in the group. Watch out for Isata. Chori goes straight up, and it's parried away behind her head to clear the danger. Jacinta, the 33-year-old player for Phoenix in Cabo Verde. And there it came over, and there was a cluster of Cabo Verde defenders coming back. Another corner, and another chance to send a high ball in. Kumba Dembele, based in Roubaix in northern France. Using that right foot of hers. More danger for Cabo Verde, it goes. And it cleared as a volley, struck directly at Jacinta. And it was good connection, but a lot of traffic. And didn't hit it as hard as she would have preferred. Here's Leia Vieira. Real Sports is her team in Portugal. They've given the ball away once again. Mali on the attack. And options here. There's another, well, maybe swiftly taken effort there coming from blocked by Varsenia. Long ball going up. No way through. But Cabo Verde collecting, trying to pass the ball around. I like what Ivy Pereira is doing. She'll be important in the midfield. That's a good ball. Has been picked up here. And a chance for them to do something. Where Rodriguez goes over the top. And it hasn't met Van Moreira. Collected over on that far side by Alia Diania. Based in Germany. Playing for Elversborg. Under a little bit of pressure. That's what they've got to do, Cabo Verde. If they want to get the ball, they've got to go in search of it. It won't just come to them. There's Marine Coudon slipping the ball down there, and Leah Diania with a little overlap just to make herself available. The Pereira chasing, but Mali trying to control in the middle. Decently done, and the attempted through ball thwarted, doesn't find its way through. Dembele will be key for Mali. Nicely done. Advantage being played. No, it's going to be a free kick. The referee, Aminata Fuller of Sierra Leone. Well, there's Silveria Nedio. Talk about experience. She's got so much experience. A wonderful character as well. Talking about of football in Cabo Verde. She knows everything about it. That's a good bit of running down by Lurian. She's just been blocked. Excellent work there just to come across and just bring an end to that. You can always guarantee that Kudon and Co will just come across, sweep, and just extinguish any kind of attacking plays that are coming in from the right and the right side. There's the throw-in. Cabo Verde only got one shot on target against Ghana, and that came from Sandra Suarez. He's a football for the London Bees in England. The majority of the Cabo Verde players are based in Portugal or back in their home nation. And the fabulous volcanic islands of Cabo Verde. Get a chance to go and visit the islands, please do. You will not regret it. Here's the ball coming across. Mali's a wonderful place as well. Fabulous country. Vibrant. Love their music. I think you'll find that across every African nation. The djembes can be heard across the capital city. Free kick here for Cabo Verde. Varsenia. Olivia Kelly. Looks like she will just bide her time, wait for the referee's whistle, and then send it up towards the teammates. Well, it's a very firmly hit free kick, isn't it? And slightly too far away from any teammates to race onto that. But good attacking intent. I think they've learned their lesson from that 2-0 loss. With Bourdouat scoring in the 6th minute just to give Ghana the 1-0 lead. And then, of course, we saw Leia Vieira scoring that own goal in the 54th minute just to make life a little bit more complicated for themselves. But they did show great character in the way that they handled their first ever WAFCON game, and I think that just tells you a little bit about how far football has come in the island nation. Picks up by Mali. There's an opportunity here. It just comes on the edge of the penalty box. Oh, and just a little miss kick there from Niakate. Fatumata, the 19-year-old, Sandeni, she plays for, tries to push the ball forward. Another shot potentially coming in. It's a chip that goes behind the goal. And a little bit of frustration there, as we can see from Salima Diarra, who's the only player within this Mali team who's actually based in Morocco. That was a previous save. There you go, behind the head. She knew what she was doing. Jacinta. Mali on the attack, but they've not managed to thread the ball through. Oh, look at that lovely turn there coming from Suarez. The ball goes over the top, and Mali, who's going to get there first, goalkeeper. Well, what's going to happen? It's a free kick on the going for Mali on the goalkeeper. She flew over the top of that, Ivania Moreira. But very courageous, trying to get in between defender and goalkeeper, which is what you've got to do. And the Albegaria winger courageously trying to get there first. There's great goalkeeping there from Fatumata Karentau. I mean, oh, that's a nice little interception there, 10 minutes in, but unable to just knock the ball forward to a teammate. This WAFCON, very important for all of these African nations. Talk about the importance of just winning the crown and being named as the queens of the continent, but it's also a qualifier African qualifier for the FIFA World Cup 2027 in Brazil. You imagine Cabo Verde, they would love to go there. Portuguese-speaking nation. That's a little bit unfortunate. The ball rolling over the line there. But a sweeping, attacking move there and working their magic. Great running from that. Down the right side by Lurian. Alfonso Lurian. Malawi have just made a massive statement step towards qualification for the quarterfinals. And it doesn't mean you're guaranteed a place at the FIFA World Cup. You've got to make it through to the semi-finals. And the 4 losing quarterfinalists who don't make the final 4, they will go into a smaller bracket, into a 14 bracket. And the 2 teams that win those matches will go into an intercontinental competition. That's a nice ball. Cabo Verde down the right side, looking for an option. Great ball over to the left-hand side, maybe a little bit too far for Van Moreira. No, it isn't. She's collected it, looking for a bit of support. She's got a bit of support behind. She's going to go forward or back. There's a chance for a shot. It's been teed up. A chance there. Rodriguez gets the shot in. It's scooped up there. And comfortably dealt with there by Carrentao, but the idea was good. Muito bom, the trabalho that they're producing. Need to close those gaps in the midfield, otherwise Mali will dominate. A little bit of bossing, a bossing maneuver here as they go in search of a little bit of space. It goes down the left-hand side, a chance here. A chance for them to work their magic, trying to wriggle away. There's a Sata as she goes down. It's going to be a free kick for Mali. And the challenge coming in from Le Semedo, the 20-year-old Racing Power FC. There it is, the challenge. Nyakate hauled down there, bit of contact on the neck. And the 19-year-old just allows Mali to get a free kick. A lot of communication between these Cabo Verde players to understand exactly how they're going to thwart this set-piece move. Malian supporters making noise. Supporters who are here to get behind Les Aiglons, as they say in French. The female Eagles. Saratu is the player who will try and whip this in. Sayatu with the free kick. It goes to the far post, dealt with at the back. And a neat header there from Olivia Kelly. One of only a couple of players who don't play back home in Cabo Verde or Portugal. She's strutting her stuff for FC Slovako in Central Europe, Slovakia. Another corner, this time on the other side. Valia Diania will try and find a teammate here. Some of the centre-backs coming up. There's a chance for a header. It's skimmed off the head of Sissoko. Umu. Thwarted. And that's great defensive power, and they push the ball forward. Cabo Verde, she's in an offside position, miles offside. Oh, the ball's gone down. There's a chance for the shot. It's been blocked there. Well, the flag will go up finally. The play was allowed to continue, but you can just understand. I think that Eve Pereira was thinking, oh yeah, I can race there. She was hit from her own half. We'll get to see the replay. And maybe that she wasn't in her own half, so that's the reason why the flag went up. With Carrentao forcing her to lose possession. I like what they're doing, Cabo Verde. They've triggered the counter-attack, and it's proving to be quite something. For Mali, the dangerous, experienced team that they've got here. They know WAFCON. That's a high ball that's gone over the top. And just enough to get rid of the danger as the ball towards Birama Konate, the head coach. Down the left-hand side, they're working their magic. Just running out of space, it's going to be a goal kick. Does look dangerous, Fatoumata Niakate, when she gets a little bit of possession down the left side. They're working hard, Cabo Verde, to bring an end to that possession and opportunity that they've created on a couple of occasions. Oh, that's a lovely little touch, and there's Evi Pereira getting past Marca. She gets hauled down. Free kick for the Tubarão Azules, Blue Sharks. Yellow card. That's the first yellow card. That's Salimata Diarra. Now that's the challenge. That was the ball that gets sent over there. Danger. Salimata Diarra, as I said, with the first yellow card, the 31-year-old. Fuster Rabat is her team. Just playing down the road here in Casablanca. It's about 55 minutes to an hour, depending on the day and the time of the day, to travel between the two cities. "18 minutes in, and the free kick that will be set up here, Olivia Kelly. And a chance for Cabo Verde. Now let's see who they send up. They've got to be careful because of the quick counter-attack. You'll understand that Mali have the experience and the physique to launch a quick counter-attack, but their first priority is to deal with this and bring an end to it. Kelly. No, it's not the right decision, is it? They may have won back possession and a little bit lucky there, just knocking the ball off the defender, but there's a free kick that will go Mali's way. A little bit of revenge here for Mali, because they met in qualifying. And it was through their win over Mali that they managed to qualify. Cabo Verde 1-0. They lost in Praia. It was Mali who managed to pick up the victory through Dembele, the midfielder, and then it was 4-2. Oh, the deflection, and the ball goes out behind for a goal kick. And then the 4-2 victory in Bamako in the capital of Mali for Cabo Verde, and that enabled them to qualify. Now the thing is that that was last year, of course, and following on from that, the decision to expand WAFCON from 12 to 16 teams enabled the 4 best-ranked teams to join the 12 that had qualified, well, 11 plus the host Morocco, and Mali being one of those 4 teams. So that's how they managed to go through, one of the top 4 teams to make up the 16. Drilled out by Coudon, who studied music. She is a very talented musician. She can play the piano, she can play the guitar, she can play other instruments. She most definitely is a very talented young lady. Plays a football in Albi, which is down in the Tarn region of southwest France, not stone's throw away from Toulouse. well, dispossessed. Cabo Verde, the ball comes out wide to Evie Pereira. She can't control it, goes out of bounds, and a loss of possession. It could have sparked something there for Cabo Verde. And goes up to apologise. She's Valadares Gala is her team in Portugal, the 32-year-old, and welcomed back into Silveria Nedio's squad, and you can just understand why. That's a very solid challenge from Lay, the centre-back. And she will jog back into position, knowing that Mali have a free kick. There's the free kick. It goes all the way back to Jacinta. Silvia Gomez, one of the players for Cabo Verde, who's on the bench today, will come up against Niakite Yakare, who's also on the bench for Mali, both Nice players based in France, in the top flight in France. It's a lovely turn, but showed a little bit too much of the ball, did Leia Vieira. And the challenge will offer Cabo Verde with the throw in it over on that far side. Midway through the first half, goalless here. And of course, the scenario in Group D is favourable for Cameroon following their 1-0 victory over Ghana earlier today. Picked up by Pereira. Pereira trying to get the touch. Oh, it's handball. It's going to be a free kick. Logically, no. The referee says no. She moved her hand very quickly. It was struck at her rather than her moving her hand. But the immediate reaction was handball. Nicely collected there again by Pereira. Sorry, by Suarez. There's the touch. That's... Oh, there's another handball. Well, there's the shot that comes in, and it's dealt with by Carantao. Well, that is a rarity. A double strike at the arm. And the same player. Collected in the middle by Dembele. Dembele gets the ball out wide. Diarra unable to do anything. Collected by the left back, Leia. Well, for Mali, it's the 10th WAFCON match against fellow West African opposition. 1 draw, 1 win, 7 losses. Cabo Verde have lost their last 5 games since they managed to beat Mali in Bamako. 1 draw, 4 losses. Here's the free kick for the island nation. Blue Sharks going in search of an attack. There it is, whipped in. You needed a touch there. And that would have flew past the goalkeeper, surely. 2 players unable to meet, greet, score, celebrate, dance. They haven't managed to score their first goal as an attacking team. And of course, we saw the own goal that was scored by Vieira. Nicely done, great work. The threaded through ball doesn't find the feet of her teammates. Collected at the back by Vasenia. Straight into the middle. Trying to pass the ball around. Here's Kelly. Change of flank, going back over to the left. It's intelligently done. Let's have a look at the movements. You can see Suarez, she's moving aside and just peeling herself away from a marker. There's the ball that comes through, and it's been clear. There's a chance for Cabo Verde. Oh, it's been blocked. Good defensive work there. And she's coming to the rescue there, Marine Coudon. And the communication, a little bit of a breakdown, because the goalkeeper, Carrentao, was coming out for that. We're racing across to just get in the way. Just enabled it to go over to Cabo Verde, who go in search of another phase of attack. They're looking a lot more dangerous in this game, having just understood the temperature of this encounter. That's all that's gone straight out for a goal kick. And Larissa Mayo Albegaria, based in Portugal. That was the earlier shot there that was stopped by Fatoumata Carrentao. Mali's record, they've lost their last 3 at WAFCON. Last victory coming against Tanzania. That was the opening match of the last edition, 2024 edition, which was a year ago. It's the only win in their last 7. They have a record of 5 losses, 1 victory and 1 draw. And they've always conceded, well, they conceded in each of their last 4 matches, but they've always conceded against debutants in WAFCON, and they played a whole host of them, 7 in total. Not saying it'll happen again, but you just say that maybe they'll score more goals than the debutants Cabo Verde, but sometimes you've got to take a look at the stats. That's a great bit of work here, the 1-2, and a attempt for a shot. It's a brilliant goal for Mali. The 1-2 produces the goods. Sumptuous, and Umu Kone is the goal scorer. The salute, the celebration, and the Eagles are soaring now. The female Eagles of Mali. Top quality football here. First of all, it was 1 in the midfield. There's the work out there. Look at the movement off the ball, and the 1-2 was just sensational. And the pass from Aissata Traore was a delight to the eye. A fabulous finish, and a 1-0 lead for Mali. That is the way to do it. We salute you. I think the country salutes you. And the fans who are making some noise here at the Larbi Zaouli Stadium in Casablanca. And Cabo Verde will be hunting for an equaliser. But that was slick work for Mali. And Aminata Fuller, the referee from Sierra Leone, about to give them the green light to get the restart. Shifting once again, Umu Kone. And of course, Mali getting themselves their 2nd goal in this WAFCON after Aissata Traore scored that penalty in the 30th minute against Cameroon. They go again. There's the other cut inside, chopped down, free kick. And Evi Pereira responsible for just going in a little bit too hard. That was the challenge there on Niakate, who's down on the ground. Medical team sprinting on to see how the 19-year-old is. Well, there it is. That is, look at it. Tight-knit area, 5 defenders back, and they still managed to thread that ball through to each other and link up. And that's what forwards should do. We should be able to understand exactly where to place the ball, where to put it into the path for the 1-2. And Umu has produced a fabulous finish there to give Mali a lift. They get another chance here. And a fair few meters back here for Kumba Dembele. For the last 6 WAFCON wins for Mali have come in their second round matches. It's a good hunting time for the Eagles. And let's see what the female Eagles can do from here. There's the shot coming in. It's just over the bar and over the head of Jacinta Dembele, the danger woman. She struck it well, it was hit high. And Jacinta Rodriguez doing the business there just to make sure that it was covered. Cabo Verde on the attack. It's good battling, look at that for a challenge. The shin pad flies out from underneath the sock as the ball's been sent up forward. It has been collected by Kelly and it goes out of bounds. And Lurian down on the ground, clutching her foot, following that challenge there. And I mean, that's a ferociously hard challenge there coming from Sissoko, from Alia Diagne. But that's exactly what you want from your defender. The timing of it was perfect. Good news is that Lurian Alfonso back up on her feet, all good. Well, let's have a look at the 1-2. That was it, first time strike, but the pass, the assist. I mean, you want players like that, and she runs out for Boston Legacy FC. Isata Traore, and that's what you get from a winger who's capable of just making the right assists. Another firm challenge, and the Cudon's going to pick up a yellow card for that challenge there on Suarez. Second yellow for Mali following Salimata Diarra's yellow earlier on in the game. The foot came up, you can see that it's dangerous. Luckily those studs didn't go directly into the leg. Otherwise it would have been a lot more serious, but referees logically don't like that. Coaches don't like that. Families and friends, anybody, no one likes it. In any case, we get back to the heart of the action. Cabo Verde keen to score their first ever goal in attack. And this will be sent in by Leia. As the left foot of Leia goes into the penalty box, there's a cluster of players, there's a chance for a shot! Is it good? It is a goal for Cabo Verde! History has been made! Look at the celebrations! Look at them jumping with joy! Magnificent! Evie Pereira, in her first ever WAFCON game, scores the first ever outfield goal for Cabo Verde's women's team. History. A marvellous moment. Well, there's the free kick whipped in. There's a little touch. It comes down in front of Pereira. And the 32-year-old who missed the opening game against Ghana delivers a massive moment for Cabo Verde. Such an important moment and a magnificent sense of pride for all of these female players. And we talk about the importance of growth in football. Cabo Verde, the islands will be shaking with joy following that goal there. There is guaranteed 1-1, game on. Free kick for Mali. And Mali with a chance to try and do something. They've been dangerous on the set piece. Saratu has been very busy, of course, in that midfield, working with Dembele. Diarra creating those chances. We're winning many free kicks in this position. Just wonder what Dembele will do here. She went for the high shot that, well, spooked Jacinta, but this time not exactly the same, as it goes over to the right-hand side, and then the pullback doesn't find the feet of a teammate. At 38 minutes in, we're all square here. And of course, Cameroon coming up against Cabo Verde in the final game. There's a header and a headed chance there. It's just not on target. Mali, golden opportunity. And frustration there for Saratu, claiming that it, well, should have gone their way. Possession slightly advantageous there for the island nation. Good work to get the ball out wide once again. Suarez, the through ball has been picked up. Another chance, another opportunity here. And with Lurian getting involved, but comes to an end with this Mali team making sure that that doesn't continue. Umu, the goal scorer for Mali. Battling continues. And picked up a little bit of space. There's the through ball. It's gone behind the defense. Who's going to get there first? So that is logically Jacinta Rodriguez. The 33-year-old goalkeeper goes out to the left-hand side. And a little missed controlled moment there that allows the ball to go out for a throw-in for Mali from Leia. Nicely squared. And the flag's gone up for offside. She came from an offside position, as you can see there, Fatoumata Niakate. Again, pushing the ball through. They're looking super dangerous. Suarez tries to pull it back towards Pereira. And that combination is working very well. They're both putting pressure on the Mali defense. They're both making life a little bit more complicated for Mali at the back. Zeglon have got work to do. Well, there's a little touch there. And Kudon. And Mali with a throw-in. Elia Diagne. Goes down the line. Picks up, lovely little move here. Still going down that left-hand side. Niakate, super dangerous, puts it on the left foot, gets the cross, but it's just deflected off Evi Pereira, who's come back to defend courageously for Cabo Verde. Corner it is for Mali. There's the delivery front post, headed away quite comfortably by Le. And tidied up at the back, it goes back to Coudon. Coudon unable to get the ball, there's a little bit of a miss kick, then she needs to clear it. There's a tackle there that flew in from Leia. Didn't bring down the player on that far side there. Sata. Long range shot, low drive there, and a bit of contact in the middle that sees the ball go out for another corner. Just doing enough to get in the way. Got to block everything, but Mali pressurizing this Cabo Verde defense. And the corners coming in thick and fast here for Mali. It's going to be taken here by Dembele. Sissoko's gone up. Diane's gone up. Referee gives the green lights. Front post header once again. And the volley that comes in, oh, it's been picked up here. And poor control sees it go back. It's whipped in as a cross. Chance for Mali. What's been set up, but again, you can see what they're doing. Racing out, the ball does fall finally for Niakate. And Dembele getting nudged off the ball, but still working very hard. Long-range shot coming in. And comfortably blocked there. Sata is the danger player. It's been picked up. There's another shot. It's high over the head and over the crossbar of Jacinta. This time, Saratu sees her opportunity, but doesn't keep it low enough. There's the turn, makes a bit of space. No one goes towards her, and then she unleashes that shot there. We got to make that call. There's the high ball over the top, needed to get there first, and very lucky. Larissa collects for Cabo Verde. Is the little touch there from Kelly, gets the ball out to the left-hand side. As they again try to build. That's a decent ball as well. For Arsenia, 4 minutes of added time. And out wide, Lurian is shouting and screaming for the ball out the right side. Doesn't get the delivery. It's been picked up through the middle. Sata just working well up front, of course, with Umu, as she does. They link up very well. There's the high ball over the top. The control, well, luckily for Cabo Verde. There's a touch there coming from Rodrigue, who's been brought down there by Niakate. As the referee jogs over to assess the state of play. And Leonilde Rodrigues down on the ground and shaking herself down to get back up onto her feet. One of the three players. Oh, there's the ball that came over. Fell awkwardly on her shoulder. Nice little spin there from Larissa. The captain, leading by example. Nice sneaky play there from Varsenia Daluj, the Phoenix player. Total control at the back. Now she's looking for a teammate. And Coudon doing the business for Mali. And there's the attempt, pushing through, nicely done, but ball goes a little bit too far and covered by Alia Diania. On a free kick, you can see that Larissa goes down. The medical team's racing over following that collision. What a nasty collision. Let's have a look at that again. Oosh, that's quite nasty, isn't it? The clash of heads, big time. And both players will need to get assessed by the medical team there. Hopefully it's not too serious. Well, this was the moment that the ball fell to Evi Pereira, and she will take that every single time. Off the heads there of Val Moreira. It gets knocked down into her path. You're not going to waste your opportunity from there, and the celebrations follow. Larissa's on her feet, which is great news. Some of the local supporters getting involved and singing along with the Cabo Verde supporters. Nice to see. It was a nasty clash, there is no doubt about it, but let's just hope that Isata Traore is okay. She's one of the star players, of course, scored the one goal against Cameroon in that 2-1 loss. But she came flying in, and it's a bit of a shock to the system. This is great to see. She might need some support. Look at that. That's what we're talking about. And Ivania Moreira offering her to go back. She's fine, but she might need a little bit more treatment just to assess the situation, because that's a big clash of heads, of course. And she goes down. She's coming at an angle, so you fall down awkwardly as well. Great to see her up on her feet. Well, see exactly what the medical team say, along with Berama Konate, but it's all about safety. There you go, her hands are going up. She's ready to go back on. And the medical staff. Fourth official just waiting for the green light from Aminata Fuller of Sierra Leone. Both players need to come off before they can go back on. That's a nice moment there. They're all good. And Larissa and Isata is part of the game. Sometimes it can be quite physical, clash of the heads. It's a beautiful moment. They're still itching to get on. They want to get back on. It's 1-1. There's so much football to be played. There's the high ball going into the penalty box. Now they're back on the pitch and are good to go, it appears. First touch for Larissa Pereira. Little block as the ball goes out of play. It will be picked up by Leonilda Rodrigues. A couple more minutes added on, as you can see. We're 6 minutes, so 2 minutes past the 4 minutes, but Probably got a couple more minutes after that at clash of heads. Great news coming out is that they're fine, both players. There's the throw in here for Rodriguez. Goes long over the top. Loose ball that falls into the path of a teammate. And the free kick with Coudon down on the ground will see Mali regain possession in their penalty box. Berama Konate watches on. They conceded a goal, but they've also realized that they're not just coming up against anybody. Cabo Verde reorganized and made themselves, they weren't bad in the first game, of course, they played good football, but on this game, they've just stepped it up a little bit. And what an exciting battle that we've seen here. It really has been very interesting with Mali up against Cabo Verde, this Group D encounter. It's 1-1 here at the Labi Zauli Stadium in Casablanca. With Kone scoring the first goal for Mali, and then an equaliser coming from Cabo Verde's Evi Pereira, the first ever WAFCON goal for the island nation in their first appearance. An exciting second half coming up, and we will see exactly what happens with the changes that will come on. And there's some great players on the bench as well who'll make their entry. But a fair scoreline as going on what we've actually seen here today. Both teams eager to make their mark and get the right results following losses against Cameroon and Ghana on match day 1. The halftime statistics here, the possession slightly advantageous for Cabo Verde. 8 shots for Mali compared to 4 for Cabo Verde. But 2 shots on goal for Mali and 3 for the island nation, with passes very similar, accuracy quite similar as well. Very well balanced encounter here in Casablanca, with plenty more excitement to come in this second Group D encounter, as one of these two teams go in search of victory to try and put pressure on the two teams at the top of the table, Cameroon and Ghana. Mali, Cabo Verde for this match day 2 of Group D for this CAF Total Energies Women's Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2026. Mali lost to Cameroon 2-1 in their opening encounter. Cabo Verde lost 2-0 to Ghana in their opening Group D clash. Well, a few scoring opportunities. That was the free kick that was whipped in, and it was Jacienza, the Cabo Verde goalkeeper, with an unconventional way to get rid of the ball, flapping the ball over the crossbar and out of bounds. Cabo Verde on the attack, and a An attempt to try and drill the ball through to try and find a teammate, comes to nothing. And then this 1-2. Fabulous play here between Traore Sata, who played a 1-2 with Umukone. Umukone with the fine strike that saw Mali take the lead, pinched in the midfield. And just look at this. Umu pushes the ball up. Excellent reading of the ball from Isato, passes the ball back to her, fired in to offer Mali the lead. And a great goal indeed for the USFAS player based in Mali. Dembele came close with a free kick that was hit high over the crossbar. And then this, a free kick for Cabo Verde. It fell for Evi Pereira, and she drills the ball in high to offer Cabo Verde their first ever goal at their first ever WAFCON. Magical moment for a player who was suspended for the opening clash against Ghana. Hit with force, hit with style. Another scoring opportunity there coming in from Saratu that goes high. And the half-time scores, Mali 1, Cabo Verde 1. Welcome back to the Labi Zaouli Stadium in Casablanca, the Kingdom of Morocco. That's where this CAF Total Energies Women's Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2026 is taking place. We're seeing Mali, Cabo Verde just preparing to run out onto the pitch for the second half. Well, fans, young, old, all welcome to come and watch this football feast of women's football. It really has been quite spectacular so far as we come to the end of match day 2 tonight. And then we go back to Group A, of course, tomorrow, with Morocco looking to try and wrap up their qualification. They'll take on Senegal, which is guaranteed to be high-quality entertainment. South Africa, of course, will also be taking... we'll be looking to try and qualify as well. And Kenya also in the mix. I think the excitement of just understanding that there's still a window of opportunity will mean that you'll throw absolutely everything into every moment of this 13th edition of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Nigeria 10-time winners, with Equatorial Guinea, the winners back in 2008, and then South Africa in 2022. Only 3 nations who have managed to conquer the continent. Oh, we get a new one this year. Well, Malawi atop of that Group C, of course, having beaten the Super Falcons of Nigeria on match day 1. And of course, Zambia also looking to try and qualify. They'll take on Malawi in the final 3rd game on Wednesday next week, with Nigeria edging Zambia by a 1-0, which has given them hope of moving through to the quarterfinals. They'll take on Egypt in their final game. Côte d'Ivoire at top of Group B. So much great football to be played as the 2 teams come back out. Cabo Verde focused on the job. It's not over until their 3rd and final game, of course. And I think that just having Cameroon beat Ghana, it means that Ghana have 3 points, but Cabo Verde, of course, lost to Ghana in their opening game, so getting something from this game was going to be important. Mali are in the same boat. Mali will take on Ghana in their final game, and of course with a great chance of going through, depending on what happens here. It's anything's possible still. Cameroon putting themselves in the driving seat, of course, with back-to-back victories. But we'll just focus on this now, with Cabo Verde grabbing an equaliser in what has been a highly entertaining encounter here at the Labi Zaouli Stadium in Casablanca. Stadium that hosted numerous matches in last year's edition. We do have a change for Mali, and it's Salimata Diarra, who has been replaced by Fatoumata Diarra, of the 40-year-old player, Taus CFC in Tanzania. Here we go. Second half then. And 1-1 is the scoreline, as you can see. Ball getting nudged out for throw-in. Cabo Verde got a player sent off in that opening 2-0 loss against Ghana. Clediana Borges and Jacinta coming to the rescue with 5 shots against Ghana. but two that went in. It's a good ball out to the left-hand side. Nicely done for Leia. Goes out of bounds. No, in bounds. And there's the cross-field pass, but too many Malian players there. Oh, it's a little bit of contact. And Billy clutching her ankle. It's a little bit of contact from Luriana. It can be quite nasty on the heel, of course, we know. And just look at that, that's, there you go, that's foot that went down. Can be extremely painful, as I said. Well, it's already been a vastly improved performance from Cabo Verde. We saw how many shots that they managed to get on target. 4 compared to just a 1 in the opening game. And shaking herself off. It looks like she'll be back on the pitch in no time. As I said, very painful when you get a little bit of a rake from the stud on the heel, down the side. Dembele seems to be fine. Little flicked header. Too many Cabo Verde defenders. And picked up by Larissa. Larissa, high ball over the top. And a chance, the danger. Who's going to get there first? Well, the Scarantao pounces on it before Lurian can get anywhere near her. A crooked clearance, but only hit back up into the midfield. And plenty of space here, collected by Diarra. That's a foul. Fatoumata Diarra. Bit of contact on Pereira. And there is Silveria Nedio. And the progress and the development of football from grassroots levels right through to elite level. In all age groups has been a project for the last couple of years that's been put in place by Rui Costa, National Technical Director. Mali in possession, pushing the ball forward. That's a decent ball. Well, that is a great interception. Just getting in the way was vital there. And she's hurt herself, Leia, down on the ground. Bit of contact on the heel. Look at that ball there. Saratu getting the ball back. There's a shot that come in for a post goal for Mali. But the flag has gone up for offside. And there are no celebrations for the female Eagles. As Leia Vieira is down on the ground in some pain. Flag went up immediately down that right side. Well, that is questionable. We've got to take a look at that. Varsenia was in that position there. I wonder if there's going to be a closer look. You can see that Aminata Fuller is listening in, and there is information coming down from the VAR office, studio, whatever you like to call it. I wonder if she's going to say, wait, we need to take a closer look at this. Well, she's already in a little bit of pain there following that challenge. She's saying hold, wait, and don't take it just yet. I wonder. if she is going to race over to that screen and take a closer look, following instructions from upstairs. A nervous wait as the VAR officials they're checking. I mean, it goes without saying, it looked very, very tight to me, Varsenia. She may have kept her onside. And the goal has been awarded, Mali. Get the goal, I thought that was the case. Look at the celebrations now. A magnificent moment here for Mali. And a tough one for Cabo Verde, but it just looked like it should have been counted. It should have been a goal. Oh, Niakate. Fatoumata, just look at where she is. Look at Varsenia, she's keeping her in an onside position. And Niakate fires the ball in. Look at that, that's the foot that we're talking about. Half a yard. The ball was fired across to the far post, and look at that. Fatoumata Niakate makes it 2-1 for Mali. Great stop, Varsenia coming to the rescue here. Picked up by Van Moreira. And there's the captain once again, Varsenia. Leia Vieira can't find her teammates, racing down that left side. Goes out of bounds, and right underneath the nose of Birama Konate. Just gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Blue Sharks. Population of 525,000 people. And the men's team qualify for the FIFA World Cup. And of course, the women's team now qualify for the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Future's looking bright. Could talk about, there's quite a nasty challenge there. No need for that from Saratu, who just flew into the challenge. Although it's, it's in no woman's land. You shouldn't have to do that. And the player down on the ground is once again Leia Vieira. We talked about Rui Costa, who's kind of the architect of what's been happening, along with, of course, a very large team that's working around him. But it was a sizable milestone that they've managed to reach with the qualification. And Silveria Nedio, she's also part of this. It's a long process of starting to yield tangible results, as we know, with his role covering education, talent development, and youth and women's football, and implementing a long-term technical projects along with CAF, along with FIFA and other partners. And we can see that again. There's the goal whipped across there by Isata. That's 2 assists for Isata Traore. And goals coming from Umukone and now Fatoumata Niakate. And just going back to Cabo Verde, it's all about sustainability and great vision to understand what the future is like. Let's see what they produce from here. Pereira not given the green light just yet. It's a 4-year project and to develop women's and youth football. Grassroots upwards, as I mentioned. Healthy ecosystem. Here's Pereira. Here's the delivery. Anybody up for it? Well, it's been pulled back there by Suarez. Still in possession. There's the ball. Long-range shot. It's gone wide there from Leia Vieira. Saw that there was a bit of space for her to strike the ball, but that left-footed shot just flying far away from the sticks that are being protected by Fatoumata Carantau, the USFAS player, one of the teams who have managed to qualify, gone through the qualification campaign and qualified for the CAF African Champions League. Along with USFAS in Bamako, along with AS Mande. 21, 20, 23. 2025. Firm challenge there. And the apology as Pereira's hauled back up onto her feet. She's been complicated as Sata goes in. Look at that. A left-footed lunge there just to tap the ankles of the talented attacking midfielder who has scored that historical goal, but also been engineering attacking phases of play that have been giving Mali a tough time. As the ball's collected over by Va Moreira, dispossessed, picked up here by Mali. Good through ball as well down the left-hand side. Niakate unable to wriggle free and give herself a little bit of space down that left-hand side. Umu's waiting to receive the ball. There's Saratu. And a little clash there with Diane going down. Cabo Verde on the attack. Down the right side. There's players on the left-hand side for Cabo Verde. It's a change of direction. The shot, well, it looked like it's a handball. It was very visually and blatantly blocked there by the arm. And well-positioned free kick this for Cabo Verde. That was the body position there coming from Diarra just to get in the way. Fatoumata Diarra coming on to replace Satimata Diarra. Carantau organising her defence. Cabo Verde on the attack. Plenty of players swarming up on the edge of the penalty box looking to pounce. Referee ready to give her the green light. 2 players in the wall, no more than that. Maybe she'll go for the shot instead. Here's the shot coming in. There's the shot, is driven high and away from the target, but the idea was good. You can see what she's trying to do, Evi Pereira. Just feeding off the confidence of scoring their first goal. And forcing Birama Konate to shake in his boots a little bit, or his shoes. Don't think he did, though. He's looking very calm and collected, knowing that the female Eagles sitting on a 2-1 advantage here. The ball comes out wide, picked up by Leia. Leia, misinterpretation. And a good acceleration there coming from Sissoko. And she's still going forward, the centre-back. There's the ball coming in. It's been dealt with nearly. Far post. And Jacinta doesn't deal with it. There's the shot finally that comes in. And that's going out for a... It's still in play. No, it's still in play, I think. Can still go and play. That's on the line. Mali in possession. And finally drills out. But the danger's still around. Kelly. And finally bundled over for a free kick for Cabo Verde with 28.5 minutes left to play here. Great race down the right side. Oh, she completely missed it, didn't she, Jacinta Rodriguez? And then after that, there were too many Blue Sharks coming back to get in the way of the Mali forwards who are pushing forward. It took a lot of backspin following that challenge. Wonderful spin turn there coming from the ever-dangerous Aissata Traore. Lovely touch from Leia. Vamoreira. Smashed out of play by Saratu. Plays a football in Beijing. His expected goal. But you just never know with these new teams. That's going to be that's another strong challenge there. Of Ivania Moreira down on the ground, and Dembele's down on the ground once again. Flew past. She just needed to connect with that. She didn't expect it to go past in the Akate, otherwise there would have been a brace for her. Ivania Moreira, the 34-year-old, playing for Albergaria, along with Leonilde Rodriguez. And she's back up on her feet. Great news. Saratu, Mali, pushing forward. There's the through ball. It's a dangerous one. You've got to get rid of it. Don't mess about at the back. And given the ball once again, Saratu. Lovely little touch there from Larissa. Just a toe poke to find your teammates there. Leia. That's a wonderful, wonderful assist. But you've got to make sure that that pass out wide is to feet. Danger lurking here. Just doing enough there to get in the way is Lei. Super strong at the back. And holding forwards for Cabo Verde, despite the fact that they are now trailing by a goal. They've got to keep that tight at the back. That's a good through ball. That's a good ball. An opportunity down the right side. Plenty of Mali players. That's it just doesn't get sent through to Suarez. Otherwise, it would have been a scoring opportunity for Cabo Verde. Tidied up in their own half. And quickly thrusting forward. And the rhythm of these Malian players is let's push. Let's go into attack mode. Slick passing, attacking football that will cause problems for Silveria Nedio and Cabo Verde. They don't want to concede another goal. Larissa. Here's Lei. Olivia Kelly. High ball again over the top. The race is on. And the chase is on for Loriane. Free kick for Mali. Umukone, Fatoumata, Niakate, the two goal scorers. And Evi Pereira scoring the equaliser in the 37th minute for Cabo Verde, who are keen to emulate the exploits of the men's team, not just in WAFCON, but also at next year's FIFA World Cup in Brazil. The home of Mata and all of the fabulous Brazilian players that have given us so much joy over the years. One last chance maybe for Mata to try and win the FIFA World Cup with Brazil. But the level of football is going to be a lot higher coming from Africa. We've seen some extraordinary football being played here at this WAFCON. We've seen the CAF Champions League, of course, showing us some fine football with Asfar from Morocco. Here in Rabat playing, well, here in Morocco playing some fabulous football. Mamelodi Sundowns women's team. And the DR Congo's Tipi Mazembe. And of course, FC Mazar from Egypt, who are starting to show us what they're capable of doing. Al Ahly, not yet getting themselves into the big girls competition, but slowly getting there as Egypt start to build their dynasty with the female pharaohs. Of course, that's a challenge from behind, but Saratu coming through. That's a nice little touch there. The race back is on. Great work from the goalkeeper, Jacinta. But the high shot comes over the top. It's gone wide. And Umu thought, well, I'll try and lob the keeper. She's out. And couldn't quite get the right direction. Picks up in the midfield, Pereira, there's the ball over the top. Oh, that was just such an important header there from Diania, coming to the rescue. Umu looking for the 1-2. And gives it back, Dembele with the through ball. Now a dangerous moment here, great shot, great save. And Umu passing the ball and giving her teammate the chance to try and find the goal after supplying her teammates with 2 assists. Traore Esata with a fine strike, but Jacinta makes sure that the block was there. Let's have a look at that, hit with venom, great strike. And ready for a couple of changes for Cabo Verde. It looks like we got Jeza Rodriguez is going to come on, the Poland-based player, and she's a forward, and Jennifer Santos, the 27-year-old Estrela Amadora player based in Portugal. That was the shot. I think it was a shot more so than a pass, but it found its way to the far post with Niakate there, just to tap it in unchallenged. And that was the green light coming from Aminata Fuller of Sierra Leone, the referee today, who's done a brilliant job. Well, Suarez goes off, and as I said, Coming straight on is Sylvie Gomez. Lorian has been replaced there by Rodrigue. And a change for Mali as well. Anna Mukone going off. Plenty of appreciation for what she's done out there today. And I guess comes on Diarra of Paris Saint-Germain. Forward, very capable of scoring goals. Plenty of experience at 28 years of age. That's a good ball picked up by Leia, if she can get the ball across first time, it's drilled over and it's been headed away. Solid defensive work there from Sissoko. And that's what you want from your defenders. Making sure that that cross doesn't head anywhere towards a teammate. Pereira will take this. The Valadares Gala FC player in Portugal. So many players coming up, but 2 Malian players, and with just Leia hanging on the edge of the penalty box. You'll wait and see. A loose ball and it's hers once it's headed out, but just look how many players are surrounding the goalkeeper. Got 17 minutes left to play. Oh, that's a lot of traffic. The greener pastures up in the midfield, outside of the penalty box. Pereira with the corner. Comes in, anybody up for it? They've got to be careful, Cabo Verde, and it goes out of play. It will be a throw-in. Really go as planned. I'm sure that Silveria Nergio will be a little bit frustrated with how that went. Well, referee not allowing the ball to continue. Now it's okay. See if there's any foul play from that corner, but obviously not. Keep an eye on Sylvia Gomez down that left-hand side. She'll be lingering with intent. Looking to try and get on the end of it. Sylvia Gomez against the goalkeeper. It's flapped away there. And she does enough, Carrentao, to clear the danger. She goes down. Well, there's a free kick there. The Malian goalkeeper writhing around on the ground. It's a very quick reaction. She's in some pain as well. She got bumped there by Gomez before falling down to the ground, but I think she should be okay. It was just it was the initial bump as Gomez went in, and I think that maybe there a little bit of a hit to the stomach, and then she crashed down to the ground or the leg. Well, they've got an opportunity here, Cabo Verde, just to gather, huddle, communicate, go to work, try and find a way to just break down, get another goal against this Malian team who are well organised, very physical, but Still plenty of football to be played here. 15 minutes plus added time. That was the goal. That was a fabulous goal there from Umukune. The 1-2 with Esata. Eva Pereira responding with a fine strike of her own. And then this, it looks like a shot, but it doesn't matter. You've got a teammate at the far post who's gonna tidy it up. And there are your 3 goals as we get moving once again. Garantau up on her feet and back in business. Pereira tries to thread the ball through to Van Moreira. Versenia sending the ball up, picks up there by Larissa. There's a 1-2 opportunity here. Trying to keep the ball, Van Moreira gets the shot and gets another chance to try and do something. It's been taken out, taken away from underneath her feet. Great work there coming from Alia Diagne. Mali on the attack, just a little bit too far. Don't play with fire at the back. Varsenia, she's got the skill set, but she's lost possession. This is Mali on the attack. They've got to clear the danger. Don't mess around at the back. Yeah, exactly. Hang it away, corner or whatever. You don't play with fire. You will get scorched. Well, that's the way to do it. Lele Semedo, 20-year-old, finally shows common sense. There's the following corner for Saratu into the penalty box. Oh, is that a penalty? The referee didn't react. Maybe looked a little bit too obvious there as Diagne went down, but she wasn't too far away. Sissoko out to the right-hand side. They're queuing up for a shot on goal. There's your goal number 3. But the flag has gone up and the celebrations are cut short. But for how long? Maybe. Let's have a look. They were being kept on side. Player down at the far post. That was the well, that's the fine strike there going in from Diarra. Near post. Are we going to get a similar scenario from moments ago? That is the question. All 3 of those players were onside. Racing back. The last defender. It's a goal. They were being... Diagne had nothing to do with it, and there's another goal there, scored by Diarra. Oh, what a fabulous moment for her. She's 40 years of age, which tells you that you can keep playing for her until you decide that you don't want to play anymore. But this is a wonderful moment, it really is. She came on as a sub, and now she's managed to score the 3rd goal. And a near post strike there coming from Fatoumata Diarra, the Taoufsi FC player, near post, driving it in. Goal number 3 for Mali. And Cabo Verde now with a small, or should I say, big mountain to climb. Mali fans celebrating, and with 9 minutes left to play, it's 3-1. Mali on the attack once again. Great chance. Can they get their 4th goal? Well, Varsenia got in the way to make life a little bit more complicated, and the captain proved to be quite important on that occasion, just getting in the way. Players who are about to shoot don't like players who are just breathing down their neck and casting a shadow. That's exactly what the captain did. Varsenia Daluz just making life complicated up front for these dangerous players. Agesa being one of them. Famoreda. Cabo Verde gonna try and get a goal back. Larissa is Leira. Throw in taken quickly. Miss hit. Pereira. A firm challenge coming across and bring an end to that play. Cabo Verde with a substitution. Sasha Anon is coming on. She plays for Juve Force, 20 years of age, and she'll replace Evi Pereira, who will go down in Cabo Verde women's football history. First goal in the WAFCON. For her country. There's the throw-in. Mali. Nice step over, nice work there. Standout player is Seta Traore, Boston Legacy FC. We'll be proud of what she's doing out here. The recovery has been strong. They took the lead, they were very equalised, and then battling hard to get themselves back in control. There's Larissa. And Cabo Verde continue to try and find ways of dealing with this defence. It's going to be a free kick there. It was just solid use of the body to force Varsenia to go down. Big battling here from Mali. Just pushed it a little bit too far there, Arguesa. She would have been quite happy racing onto that and racing down that right side. It's a nasty, nasty challenge there. Follow through. She seems to be okay though. Sylvie Gomez. Mali are just not allowing anything to go past. Picked up by Cabo Verde. It's a decent ball going through, but the goalkeeper comes out. She doesn't need the goalkeeper. And it's drilled away there by Sissoko, who's, by Marion Cordon, who goes down, collides with her goalkeeper, in fact. Look at that. And just flies over the top of the goalkeeper. Carentao, it's going to be a corner. Should be fine. I mean, she didn't collide, she literally just fell on her back, which sometimes can be a bit painful, but the pitch is in very good shape here at the Labi Zauli Stadium in Casablanca. So some big games last season here. Last year, in the 2024 edition that was played last year. Pushback, and Zambia and Nigeria playing here. Corner for Cabo Verde. Can they get a goal back and provide us with a little bit of excitement at the very end? There's the header, there's the goal! She didn't even know it had gone in. And that is fantastic. Scored by Olivia Kelly. Off the corner, a little touch and it flew past Fatoumata Carentao. And Cabo Verde get 2 goals in this game. There you go, she's facing away, a little bit of a flick. She had to turn around to see that it actually was in the back of the net. Look at the speed in which it just whizzed past Carentao. And there's your second goal. We don't have to go to VAR for that. A magical moment there for the FC Slovako player based in Slovakia. Larissa, can they get an equaliser? Picked up here by Kelly. Kelly lofts it high over the top. It's been met by Sissoko. Another chance, maybe. Need to feed off this. It's a good ball on the outside. It's been collected here by Rodrigue. Unable to find a way through and past Sissoko on that left-hand side. Ball goes over the top. It's still in play. Goal kick, finally. Just over a minute left to play, but we're going to have 5, 6, 7 minutes potentially of added time. And that could spell danger for Mali. Some fabulous work to get themselves back into this from this Cabo Verde team in their first ever appearance at a Women's Africa Cup of Nations. All credit to everyone involved. And Mali, always strong, always physical, and some great talent in the country as well, as we can see here. Pushed a little bit too far. Yeah, you've got to do that. You don't want to wait for anybody to come towards you. I guess it's just come on. And she's quick. Isata's super quick. These are the players who will chase every scrap that's available for them. How many minutes of added time? Eight minutes, I was wrong. 8 minutes. Ample time for more goals at both ends of the pitch. It's good work. The attempt to try and pass, flick it on. And Van Moreira winning the free kick. Cabo Verde again. Larissa will pick this up. The Cabo Verde fans making noise here. There's the lofted ball, free kick, it goes over the top, it's been collected there. And they go again. Here's Van Moreira. And they just give the ball away. That's a great touch. That'll be a free kick and a yellow card for Olivia Kelly. She knows it. Well, cramp might start to play a role now. There's the yanking of the arm from Kelly on Sata, who has been outstanding. She will definitely be one of the contenders for the woman of the match with that performance out there today. 2 assists. And of course, very important in the build-up play for Umukune's goal, and then that shot past the far post that was knocked in by Fatoumata Niakate. Larissa's header, headed back in. Oh, you gotta go to it, don't let the ball come to you. One of the rules, basic rules of football. But there's fatigue as well, 92 minutes into this game. Hot day here in Casablanca. A lot cooler now, but still, it's a lot of football. Over 5.5 minutes left to play. Larissa's pass back to her teammate doesn't happen. It's going to be a throw-in for Mali. Fighting for absolutely everything. That's great work. And they again lose possession. Capo Verde, the through ball, is it going to go anywhere? Well, it is. It's in the hands of Karen Tao, who just pounces on it. There's communication between her and her centre-back, Sissoko. She's going, that is yours, I'm not going to go anywhere near it. There's danger. Is Sata trying to produce the wizardry. It's going to be a throw-in down the line. Silva Gomes. Varsenia. Larissa. Cut out by Dembele. Isata, Dembele collects it. Running out of steam. And there's some a great running here, straight down the middle. Saratu, ball comes out to, I guess they're Paris Saint-Germain. Players down, injured, still continuing to play. She's been hauled down there, and that's going to be a free kick. And there's a triple substitution for Mali now, with Niakate, who's going to come on, replaced by Kadir Toudiara, Paris FC. And Sata, who's going to come off, she'll be replaced by Kadidiatu Diabate of Mande. And Rokia Sissoko, big game for her. She's going to be replaced at the back by Diarra. Free kick now for Mali. And a chance to try and get themselves a fourth goal. See how well organised Cabo Verde are. We know that there's some tired limbs out there. Another change here, of course, as you can see, with Rodrigue, who's going to be replaced there by Adriana Samero of FC Porto. Very good shift by Rodrigue. Is the delivery going straight for the shot? Well, I think that the PSG striker, of course, had ideas of her own. Despite the fact that a few players had gone up. Not as many as they'd normally pile up into the penalty box if they were trailing or it was, they're all square. That'll be a throw-in for Cabo Verde, still searching for that equaliser. We're into the last minute. We've probably got another minute and a half on top of this. Here's Varsenia, the captain of Cabo Verde, picked up by Alea. Drilled in to over the line there with a strong challenge coming in. Varsenia does well. Great touch to deal with Arguessa. That's a nice ball as well, good assist. High ball over the other side. It's a good delivery here. Will we see the shot come in? It does come in, but it's just a little bit tame there. And Adriana looking to try and get the ball there. She's picked it up, Adriana in the penalty box. Tries to get a touch to it. She's pushing herself forward. Can they get the shot in? And Cabo Verde, there's a bit of a scramble here, big time. And it's been collected finally and sent up into the Cabo Verde half. Banged off the Malian player on that far side. And Diarra goes out of play. A flurry of excitement. And it's a win for Mali, finally. They fall to the ground exhausted after what has been an extraordinary encounter. Mali get their first points in Group D. They get their first win since they beat Tanzania in their opening group clash in the last edition. But what a fight and what a fabulous battle Cabo Verde produced. The full-time score here, Mali 3, Cabo Verde 2. All credits to Silveria Nedio's Blue Sharks. They have provided us with a valiant team effort. Not enough to bring down the Women's Eagles of Mali, but 2 goals to make history. Their first ever goals at WAFCON in their first ever appearance, coming from Evi Pereira in her first WAFCON game, and then Olivia Kelly. But you cannot deny that you've got quality in this Mali team. Umu Kone with the opening goal. Very important goal. Sata Traore with 2 assists. Niakate getting the second goal, and then the 40-year-old Diarra getting a 3rd goal and the winning goal. That really was quite special. Magical moments here as the sounds of Bamako are heard here at the Labi Zaouli Stadium in Casablanca, and the Malian fans providing the vibe as the dancing begins. It's all still up for grabs, that lucrative spot in the quarterfinals, and who knows, maybe a place in the FIFA World Cup 2027 in Brazil for this women's team. But another clash to play and another mountain to climb for both of these teams. Cabo Verde will take on Cameroon. Mali will take on Ghana. All credit to Cabo Verde. Well, they had to fight for that win. They certainly did. And the Cabo Verde players appreciating and applauding their supporters here. As the Malian team get together, communicate, break it down before they start dancing and celebrating a victory that is super important in their quest to move through. They've been to the quarterfinals before in 2024. And this is our woman of the match, no one else but Aissata Traore, 28-year-old Boston Legacy FC player. Congratulations. It's great, isn't it? The joy that you see coming from these players is magnificent.
Aissata, a very good game today. Just how do you feel about first your performance and your team's performance today?
We are just so happy for that. We worked very hard for the victory, and we did it together. We can just enjoy this victory and just keep going, and we can do everything, and we are beaten together. Just keep going, and let's win these trophies. Come on, guys!
Content, very. A celebration for all of these Malian players. This is great to see, isn't it? Cabo Verde, well, they missed out. They got themselves an equaliser through Evi Pereira, and that really did give them a massive lift. Second half, Mali pushed forward, got themselves those 2 goals, of course, but Cabo Verde again getting back their second goal through Olivia Kelly. But look at this, 11 shots to 16 and 4 shots on target for the Island Nation, the Blue Sharks, 5 for the Women's Eagles, and 14 fouls apiece. Physical game as expected with this West African battle, but the bragging rights and the points go Mali's way, and the magnificent, marvelous Malians will now have a great chance of qualifying when they take on Ghana in a winner-takes-all battle. With Cabo Verde, of course, not in a great position here because of that loss. They needed to get a draw or a win. Well, the results from today: Cameroon beating Ghana to make it 2 from 2 following their 2-1 win over Mali. They're in pole position, as you'll see in a second, and then Mali 3-2 winners here tonight. Sets things up nicely for the match day 3, of course, which is going to be high-octane football guaranteed. Group D looks like this. Cameroon at the top with 6 points. Ghana and Mali with an opportunity to try and do something in their final game. Who's going to take that? Cabo Verde. Well, they can't overhaul Mali, and they've already lost to Ghana, and this is on head-to-head. So it's the end of the road, regardless of that third and final game that we'll get to see. But they'll still play for pride. But Kenya, Algeria, coming up tomorrow. Senegal, Morocco. And it's the start of match day 3. Morocco with 2 wins out of 2 so far. Algeria with a victory. And Senegal looking to try and shake up the pecking order. Kenya also keen to get a result here in Morocco. Cabo Verde, Cameroon, that's on Thursday with Mali up against Ghana. So lots of football and lots of qualification places up for grabs in this fabulous, entertaining WAFCON that's taking place here in the Kingdom of Morocco, where we never cease to see surprises. But Cabo Verde unable to shake things up today. Congratulations to Mali.